Bank, a community bank that's big and small in all the right ways.
We are now just hours away from the pre-trial hearing for Victor Martinez-Hernandez. He is the undocumented immigrant accused of murdering Rachel Morin. The highly anticipated trial drawing national attention to Harford County today. This morning we have attorney Kurt Nachtman, a partner with Silverman Thompson, who is not associated with this case, joining us live to weigh in on how this could play out in court here today. Kurt, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
When we look at what's come up already, authorities saying DNA evidence connects Hernandez to the murder. What do you expect the defense to argue in this kind of a case?
Yeah, so this is a case where the individuals involved didn't know each other. So the defense is going to do everything in their power to attack the strands of DNA that connect these two people together. They're going to work through scientific evidence. They should be calling expert witnesses to contrast the state's expert witnesses and to draw into focus all of the inconsistencies associated with the collection of the DNA evidence, the preservation of the DNA evidence, and then how ultimately it was analyzed.
Kurt, we've heard prosecutors connecting him to that home invasion and assault as well in California. Does that come up now, or is that something for another time and place?
No, they're going to file a motion in limine to keep out any information associated with the crimes that occurred in California or any other place that this individual was involved in. They're going to try to keep that to an absolute minimum, and the law really allows them to do that. It's other crimes evidence that's not really relevant to this particular crime.
What is going to happen here, according to sources close to the investigation, is that the prosecution will call Morin's boyfriend, two of her daughters as key witnesses. What is the direction here? What do you think they're going to try to prove or say in court?
Well, they're just going to try to prove that she just went out for a run,
yeah.
and that she disappeared and she didn't have any idea as to what was going to go on or how this was going to happen. And then from there, they'll call the first responding officer. They'll call the forensic technicians that came out to the scene and processed it. And the defense is going to work to try to poke holes in the collection of the evidence to put in the idea that there was some sort of contamination or some sort of issue with the way that the evidence was collected.
What do you think it means that this case is staying in Harford County? We know the defense was arguing to try to get a different venue. The fact that it's there, does that play out in some way?
Yeah, certainly it's twofold. Number one, it's going to be hard to find individuals who don't know anything about the case. Number two, even the individuals who do know about the case, I mean, Harford County is generally a more conservative jurisdiction. I'm sure the defense wanted to move it to a different jurisdiction where perhaps their theories and their ideas may have gained a little bit better traction. And so it does certainly create an uphill battle for the defense in terms of putting on the case that they want to put on.
It's going to be interesting. We'll be watching this again. Jury selection begins opening statements possibly Friday. Kurt, thank you so much for weighing in.
Thanks for having me, Megan.